Hey, hello friends, and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another live session of our channel where we connect together to look forward to your queries and answering them as well. So, as a part of our live session, we connect together to in order to listen to your queries which you might have related to testing, the concepts of software testing, etc. And we look forward to respond to them at the same time and suggest you with more better guidance in order to get certified or be a better QA yourself. So we look forward to hear back again. We are back again on this Saturday, where we connect live every weekend to listen to you, help you understand the concepts, get your queries resolved, assist you more with understanding the concepts of what exactly software testing is all about, and answer your questions at the same time. So we welcome you aboard. Greetings for the day, and yes, we are looking forward to have more and more questions as a part of today's session too. And let's see how many questions we have for today from all our audience. At the same time, just clarifying that yes, we are continuing with our software testing bootcamp tutorials. I hope you have recently been notified about the tutorials being added on it. And we are continuously going to work on that, complete it, and then take up any other suggestions or tutorial series to cater the needs of the audience. But again, please recommend that tutorial series to your friends, to your colleagues who are looking forward to understand right at the fundamental level that what exactly testing concepts are all about, or any one of your friend who's looking forward to move from a non-IT domain to a IT domain, then this particular series of tutorial would be a great benefit to them as we are talking everything at the scratch level and helping them understand about the concepts. So feel free and go ahead and recommend these tutorial series, which is ISTQB, no, sorry, ISTQB is a software testing bootcamp where we'll be talking about a lot of fundamental concepts, and at the same time we'll be talking a lot of things about what it takes to call you as a QA, right? So a lot of things coming up next, so make sure that you are yourself looking forward to a lot of this content, and at the same time recommending these contents to your colleagues, your friends who are looking forward to learn about the concepts. Okay, so we have the very first comment of the day, Satyaraj, saying, "Hey, very good evening, sir. Very good evening, Satya. How are you doing today? And if you have any questions, just feel free to let me know." So, yeah, I think we should be expecting some questions coming up soon. As we just starting our session, we are looking forward to more and more questions today as well. And yeah, of course, as much as possible, we will try responding to all of them. Also, if you remember, we started a quick series by the time we have some questions on the technical talks, and I'm looking forward to continue on that, where I'll be talking about the concepts of software testing in a very, very, very detailed way, which will build up your confidence, build up your understanding on what exactly it takes to perform certain activities, when should we perform, how should we perform, and sort of thing. So, yes, you are free to stay tuned to that as well. There will be great tutorials coming up, great discussions, webinars coming up on these portals, and adding more value to your overall learning, benefiting you from the concepts, understanding, and many more on top of it. Okay. Also, I would like to congratulate all that people who have came back to me and responded to me or kind of commented on the channel saying that they have succeeded. These days, I think I have been getting a lot of requests and a lot of uh, updates that people have been uh, getting certified with several certifications, going through the tutorials from our channel. And I would like to congratulate all of them for taking a moment back after the examination, coming back to the channel and letting us know about the result, because the feedback certainly matters a lot, not only for just me, but also for the other audiences, which basically creates that inspiration to them that yes, the tutorials will be helping them when they invest a lot of time in order to prepare through these tutorials. So this is where your feedback, your returning back and letting us know about your experience on the tutorials, the understanding what you had and how exactly you could succeed with the examination, the approach what you used in order to prepare well, in order to succeed the examination, sharing that over the comment makes it visible to many of the people who are interested to know about that how many people would have cleared the examination going through these tutorials, right? So we request everyone to, when you are done going through the tutorials and you are done with your examination, do share your valuable feedback, which will certainly make a lot of sense to several people who will be looking forward to these tutorials. And in fact, YouTube does not read your comment. They do not have a capability of reading what exactly is the content. Is it good or is it bad? But yes, the number of comments we have on the videos, based on that, YouTube recommends the content to other people. That, hey, a lot of people are talking about this video. Would you be interested in that? And we just want to spread the word that there are great quality content available as a part of our channel, and people have loved it, people have recommended it, and we just want to make sure that everyone makes most out of this opportunity, right? Everyone wants to make most out of the tutorials which we have on our channel, and everyone should get benefited. So nevertheless, whenever you think you have someone who is really interested to learn something, then please recommend the content to them, and just ask them to go through the tutorials which will be benefiting them. Again, I'm not requesting anyone here to subscribe my channel. It's completely optional. It's just more about the content which is going to be helpful for anyone, right? So Satyaraj has a comment here says, I would like to thank you for the video tutorials on foundation level. It was really helpful. Thank you so much, Satya, for letting us know the feedback. It certainly makes a lot of sense when we hear such good words about our work. And you are the end audience, of course. Until unless you let us know about how was your experience working with our tutorial, going through them. Was that really helpful to add value? Then we do get to know how does it really be effective in terms of helping people. So thank you so much for your valuable comment. It certainly makes a lot of difference to us, our audience, and gives them inspiration that yes, these tutorials are going to be helpful for them, those who are new to testing or those who are looking on this channel for the first time. So your comments does matter. Thank you so much, Satya. And we have Tran saying very good evening. Hey, good evening, Tran. And we have Anis, and it says, thank you for ISTQB performance testing course. Is there any chance to make a tutorial about AI testing certificate? Yes, of course. I think that's on my hit list next. But I'm going to take some time to complete my bootcamp course, because when I kind of conducted a poll on my page, people more than other certifications opted for the bootcamp content. So that is where I started doing it. But bootcamp, given that it is going to talk about a lot of detailed things about testing, so it's going to take some time, maybe a month or so. But yes, soon after that, I think AI testing certification will be something which I'll be picking it up, and you know creating the tutorial series on top of it. So please stay tuned, have some patience, and you're going to have all that tutorials in details for you to get prepared and look forward to get certified. Mariam Misbah says, uh, what Mariam says, hello, could you please tell us about the ISTQB Advanced Test Manager certification for a senior tester? Yeah, why not? Sure, of course. I just finished a training today on the Test Manager certification for Bosch, and it was a really great session. And people, again, were happy enough to, learn from all the concepts from me. And yeah, I think the test manager part is more for people who are already kind of, having the skills, understanding of being a manager. And the certification would add more value in terms of making you more proficient manager, right? So the content or delivery or TOC or the syllabus, whatever you call it as, it talks from a manager point of view. That when it comes to test process, when it comes to matrices, talking about monitoring and control, risk-based testing, how do you allocate efforts? How do you manage these things as a part of your life cycle? So being a manager, you will be taking a call to understand everything and get certified on that. Now, being a senior tester, I think most of the activities are pretty much known to you at this point of time. Talking about how to create a test plan, what are the constraints to take into account, when do you need details of test cases, when do you need high level test cases, how to allocate or select test techniques in order to apply them. during the life cycle, because not necessarily all the techniques are applicable every time you make use of it, right? So similarly, there are a lot of other topics which are very wide enough. I've got a set of tutorials available. If you would like to deep dive into there and learn from there, it would be great, because that would give you a lot of detailed information that what exactly it takes to be called as a test manager, and at the same time what it takes to get certified, right? So for a senior tester, I would say it's recommended. You can go ahead and take it up, and you should be able to prepare well for the examination. Anything else, Mariam? Please let me know. And Saurav says, good evening. Very good evening, Saurav. Tran says, I just finished ISTQB acceptance test this morning. Hopefully, I get past. My best wishes are with you, Tran, though I understand I don't have a tutorials available. But thank you for being here, right? Because it certainly makes really a great understanding to me that though I don't have something to cater you, don't have something to serve you, but still you have that affection, that have that dedication to this channel, that you are still here and letting us know that, hey, I care about you. Thank you for showing that care, and we look forward to that in upcoming days too. And all the very best. I wish that you pass for sure. All right, we have Jagat. Jagat says, hi, sir. Last week I mentioned I'm having ISTQB Foundation exam. Today I successfully cleared the exam. Your tutorial and question paper discussion helps a lot. Thank you. Of course, Jagat, I remember you, and it's really a pleasure, great pleasure to hear back your result after a week. And thank you so much for, first of all, getting up here and taking some time out to share your experience, share your feedback, share your result with all of us. It certainly makes a lot of difference to many people looking forward to get certified, right? You act like an inspiration to many of them. So thank you so much for taking some time out and stepping in here. Congratulations on the success, of course. And no questions asked. Your credits, your efforts have turned it out into the success. So congratulations once again. And do let me know if I can help you with anything else. If you're looking forward to more certifications, this channel is always there. Don't forget us. Okay, so all the best for your future endeavors, and do let me know if I can help you with anything else. All right, Yoni Wars says, foundation in 1 week possible? Why not? It's always possible in 2 days. When it comes to the lateral trainings, corporate trainings, we do it in sometime 2 days also, depending on the criticality and the time availability of people who are kind of, working on a project, and the management does not really want them to be away for a lot of time. So we do a full day session for 2 days and cover all the content, nourish them, groom them, give them all the tips and tricks, and they are able to prepare well and succeed. I think my highest record on 2 days session was 99% result. Okay, 1% was that like you could not make it, but 99% result was there by just doing a 2 day training. That's a big number, to be frank. Not appreciating myself, but just trying to tell you it is simple. The only criteria is how much time do you give, how much dedication do you give, how much knowledge do you already have. If you start working on these tutorials, and if you realize that, hey, I'm finding it complicated to understand, take your time to prepare well. Okay, do repetitions, go through the tutorials once again, and that would give you all that confidence what you need. But if you think I'm going through the tutorials and I'm able to relate it, I'm able to understand what it's trying to convey, then even 2 days are enough, right? So it completely depends on you, universe, that what exactly it takes to prepare well. So 1 week, yes, possible. You just have to get started and see how do you follow the content, right? So all the very best. Do let me know if you need anything other than that. All right, Miriam says, I passed the ISTQB foundation level, but honestly, I don't remember all details about it. So that before passing the ISTQB test manager certification, should I revise the basics of the foundation level? Uh, Kind of okay to do that. It's not necessary. As far as you can recall some of the fundamentals, it should be good. But if you don't remember anything, I would suggest you to do a round of quick review on the foundation level, just to recall there somewhere, in the hard disks, control F, search kind of function. And you just want to recall them. Hey, yeah, I remember now. there were four types of review. There are few techniques which we covered. There are a lot of matrices. There's a planning activity and sort of thing, right? That will become still your foundation to prepare well for the test manager. Trust me, they do keep referring to things which we have covered in the foundation level, and that would help you to add more value. So go ahead. I would say, please go ahead with the foundation first. Quick review. Don't spend a lot of time. That is okay. Just listen to that once and then start with your test manager. It will be easy to relate, easy to understand, because in my tutorials too, I would have recommended or discussed about, hey, this was covered in the foundation level. This is what we discussed in the foundation level. So that time you may get slightly confused, right? So go through, start with the foundation, quick review, and then step into the advanced level. All right, we have Mustafa Kamal saying, do you have ISTQB foundation level tutorial playlist? If yes, it is enough for the beginner to crack the exam, or we need other resources along with it? Yes. First answer is yes, I do have a great playlist available, most watched in the world right now for the foundation level. And I think Google recommends me as the best instructor for the ISTQB foundation level. Okay. And second thing is that is it enough for a beginner to crack the examination going through this tutorial? Yes. Thousands of people have done it being a beginner, and it's very easy to understand, very layman level. I've not used any technical jargons, I've not used any technical statements. It's all very straightforward and simple to understand. So you can pretty much go ahead and get started with this. And sorry, where is it again? I have lots of messages coming in here. So yeah, sorry, Mustafa. If yes, it is enough for beginner, yes, and we need other resources along with it, yes. A strong recommendation here, beside my tutorials, I would suggest to you that you take up the official copy of the syllabus and parallelly go through it. Every time you complete a chapter, quick review of the syllabus and see that is there anything which you could not understand? Is there anything which you could not complete there? Or maybe you missed out something critical there. When you do a double check, right? That's where you become more confident. So my playlist, at least once, and in parallel, go through the official syllabus copy, which you can find at istqb.org. And right now, I'm just quickly dropping you uh, two playlist, okay? Two playlist, and that playlist, one is the ISTQB Foundation playlist, and second is the question bank discussion of the ISTQB Foundation. So these two playlists would do what you need. All right. And all the very best. Don't forget to drop a thumbs up if you're happy with the responses which I'm trying to give you. Okay, Universe says, which tutorials? You mean the foundation playlist? Is that enough? Yes, exactly. I just dropped the link, Universe, on my channel. You can go through that tutorial, and that is more than enough. Miriam says, I believe that there's a playlist for ISTQB Test Manager for sure in your channel. Of course, yes, it is. It is there. And I know it will be really helpful to me. But do you suggest me something else, or do you think it is enough? The same suggestion. As far as my tutorials are considered, I never compromise on the quality of delivery just because YouTube is a free source to people. I don't, cut on the content. A lot of people, this is what they do. They just put the basic things on the, YouTube, and they don't talk about the detail because they want you to approach them for a formal training, right? But in my case, it's completely opposite. I don't expect you to reach out to me for any formal training. So all my tutorials are very detailed and self-explanatory. You'll find all that information, what you need in order to pass the examination without even reaching me. And you would succeed is what I can promise you from the content which I have in the playlist. But going, same thing, just one recommendation which I give to everyone is that while you're going through the playlist, parallelly cover the syllabus as well, which does many things. Number one, it tells you that you did not miss out anything in the tutorial. Second, it tells you that I'm talking as per the syllabus, okay? Because many time it happens, people just talk something which are not even as per the syllabus, right? Third, you get to know the sample papers, which you can even get into the official copy of the mock paper and relate those concepts there. Because I also talk from the perspective of how exactly the questions will look from these topics. So, a lot of benefits which you will get, and moreover, you will be aligned towards the official copy of it because I just can't accommodate every information on my slide deck. Or maybe I cannot just talk about every single word in my tutorials. So it is still helpful. It's just that the syllabus has a wider version of it. So you may, of course, go through that. Right? So all the very best, Mariam. If you let me know if you have anything else, just feel free to let me know. The link has been dropped, right? Okay, test manager link. I'll just drop it for you. So that's my test manager playlist link. And let me just prefix. It doesn't make any sense without a name. Here's the test manager playlist for you. Anish, hi again. Just a simple request. I live in Syria and want to go to UAE in order to apply for ISTQB exam online. Is there any chance that you can make a video for countries other than India? Oh, sure, why not? But I'm not sure if Dubai has or UAE has got a testing board already because I wondered if they had a board. So ISTQB Dubai. No, I don't think they still have any board there. So why would you like to go to Dubai to take up the examination? Sorry, was that meaning you want to go to UAE for job and for that you need certification? Because in order to take online examination, Anish, you don't really have to travel anywhere. You can be sitting at your home and enrolling for it, taking up the examination. So that's all I'll have to do. Do let me know if I probably misunderstood your question. Just let me know there. Okay. Now, Tran says again, sorry, before that, Mustafa says, do you have ISTQB Foundation level playlist? If yes, is it enough for the beginner? Yes, I just dropped it. And for the registration process, I mean, as from my understanding, there is no physical exam to attend. Yeah, only online. Yes, it is online, but you can take it up from anywhere. You just have to select the right board. That's it. Tran says, okay, I already got Foundation Performance Agile and just recently taken an acceptance this morning. Do you have any suggestion for me for the next ISTQB I should get? Thank you. Okay. First of all, you got a lot many certifications with you, which is kind of really good to see. Not a lot of people make it up to different certifications every time. You're one among them. And the second important thing is the next certification now you should look forward to is the test analyst, which is going to have a kind of shift in your career, and people will look forward to your profile more significantly, right? These are more kind of process specialist certifications which you have with you. I would suggest you now to go with the role-based certification, that is test analyst. So pick up the test analyst or technical test analyst, whatever your role profile deals with. And then, so if you say for more performance, I relate to you as a non-functional tester, and non-functional testers, you should take up TTA, that is technical test analyst. And once you're done with that, you should take up the test manager. And I have playlists for everything on my channel, whatever I spoke about. Kishore says, good evening, sir. Very good evening, Kishore. Welcome aboard. Ankit says, in which year is it expected to change the syllabus of ISTQB? It's not something which is periodic. Okay, Ankit? It's something which the board thinks at a point that there is a lot of new trends in the technology and the way of testing product has changed. There are some new practices embedded, new practices coming into picture. That's where the board decides to change the syllabus. The first revision which happened was in 2011. Then after that, it happened in 2018. And since 18 again, it has not revised again. So you never know. It may take 8 years, 10 years, or it never changes. It just depends on the trend, the way the technology works, and if there are any necessity to modify the syllabus, they do that. So syllabus is not going to change. You can take up this examination, and anyways, your certification, what you have, is valid for lifetime. So you don't really have to worry even if the syllabus changes after you take up the examination. So since 2018, the syllabus is exactly the same till date. Okay, Universe says, awesome, thanks. You're welcome, Universe, and let me know if you have anything else. Mariam says, I already checked your playlist, and I really recommend it to everyone. Everything is clear and your pronunciation is perfect. Thank you so much for your support. Yeah, thank you so much for your kind words, Mariam. And certainly makes a lot of difference when you are, sharing those kind of feedbacks with us. It keeps me kind of, fueled up to continue doing the good work for all the audience here and keep listening to such beautiful comments coming up from all of you, right? And so I think that is what I've started this channel for, catering people to meet their expectations, get more certifications done, but get people more certified in the industry and get that respect back in the industry when you say I'm a QA, right? People look at you and say, okay, you are a great person. Without you, we cannot proceed, right? And giving certifications is not only adding value to your portfolio, but also building up your understanding about how should testing go, what are the best practices, what are the ways to do it, and you can come up with great ideas back to the organization, telling them, hey, I just got certified and they were talking about doing something like this, why don't we try that? That's the main significant part of the getting certification. You add value to your work and you add value to your organization, and that's where people, our organization, are now looking forward to people who are certified, right? So thank you so much for letting us know about that. Mohammed says expensive in Dubai. Oh, yes, it should be. Again, look forward to India rather. If you're anyways traveling to take this examination, please come down to India, take up the examination. It's the world's cheapest cost for the ISTQB. All right, Mustafa says, really glad you are investing time for your viewers and providing content for free. Wish you all the best and keep up the good work. Thank you. I like that. Thank you so much, Mustafa. It's just more kind of like volunteer activity, which I always wanted to do for the QA community and want to make better QA community in future. And we need your love and support. We need your recommendations. We need you to let people know that, hey, there's something which is happening around and you don't really have to pay anything for it. And on top of it, you get this live session where you can come down and ask your questions. And I don't even have a condition that you should be a subscriber or member of this channel to ask me a question. This is open to all. No matter who you are, you got a question, just hop in this video, this live session, ask your questions, get it clarified. Okay? Thank you so much for your words and wishes. I really feel very happy about such things. Tran says, yeah, but I think I cannot take ISTQB analyst because I still not met the condition of advanced one. Sorry, what's the condition? Condition is 18 months of experience. Don't you have 18 months of experience with you? It's just like 18 months of work experience is what you need to have in order to meet the criteria for ISTQB advanced levels. Tapelo says, good day. Yes, very good day to you too. Is the ISTQB sample exam set A to C appropriate for exam preparation? Yes, released by the board, prepared by the board as per the syllabus. I do have a great playlist to help you understand how to solve them. Is the structure of the questions appropriate to prepare for the ISTQB foundation exam? Yes, it is. It's very well following the structure because that's the official copy of the board. So they have taken care of the level of difficulty. They have taken care of the question distribution. They've taken care of the mixing and blending of different topics from the chapter, how they ask you that question in real examination. And that's the best thing what you can get. And that's the only thing which you can get as a part of your preparation for the ISTQB Foundation. And there's nothing else you can get. If you're going anywhere else, you are going to be confused because they are not following the syllabus for sure. You may have a lot of questions which are out of syllabus. You'll have a lot of questions which do not have the right answer. So do not take a chance going to anything other than these three sets. And work out this playlist, which I'm dropping the link here. This is going to give you all the responses to all the 120 questions. Again, I've put a lot of effort to explain people that how to solve the questions of these sample papers. So you can really be reliable on this playlist, which will help you to prepare better. Okay. Ankit says, can you explain about test planning, design, implementation, execution, uniqueness, and common things in them? Okay, first of all of these phases are unique, so there's nothing common between them. There's no kind of differentiator in terms of say, okay, these are the points which are unique, the rest all remains the same. No, all the phases which you just mentioned here, planning, design, analysis, implementation, execution, are completely unique to each other. There's nothing common about them. So you cannot say that what is similarity between test design and test implementation? Answer is there is no similarity. Test design is to create test cases, prepare test data, set up the infrastructure, and create bidirectional traceability. On the other hand, implementation is to prepare test suites, prepare test procedures, prepare your automation test scripts, validate the readiness of the environment, validate the traceability matrix that you're ready, prepare test execution schedule, all that thing. So they are all unique. Whatever points you would see in the tutorial is all unique about the phases. So all the phases of the test process are pretty much different from each other. There's no similarity, there's no common point between them. I hope that makes sense. And Ankit, let me know if you have any other question. Yoni says, what do you think of testing career in general? It's amazing. Let the world say that testing can be done by anyone. Let the world say that, and we are happy. It's something which is going to be ever living. You cannot expect using a product which says, which does not have a sticker on top of it, which says QC checked, right? Which simply says that it is quality checked. Today, anywhere, no matter you're shopping online, you're going to a restaurant, you're going to anywhere, you do talk about the word quality. And quality is something which cannot be excused. If it is excused, the product is going to be a failure. And that signifies this, importance of what is the career of testing or career as a tester in general, right? It is going to sustain. It's just that the trend of automation is going to increase. Manual testers will be less, but it's not that testing will eliminate ever. Because we tried that before having testing, where developers used to test the system and we had a lot of bugs. And that perception, that psychological aspect that a tester can tend to find a lot of defects compared to a developer will never end. How can you change the psychological things which exist in reality, right? So yes, you have a bright future ahead, subjected you keep upgrading yourself from time to time, keep updating on the various platform. Do not depend on one thing that you become outdated. Keep ramping up yourself. That is more important to say what is the future of testing. If you don't update yourself, you don't learn new tools, you don't switch to automation, you are going to be out of date, right? So that would be more important to say that why testing career will be bright ahead. As far as you keep upgrading yourself, you are there. Okay. Anish says, okay, I got you, but the internet in Syria is so slow. So I want to travel to other country to take the test. Anyway, if you can make a video for the online home registration, it will be great. Sure, I would publish that pretty soon, especially for you, okay? Because you just came up with that special request when you are traveling other than your country to do something for the certification. I think I can do that much, right? So stay tuned on my channel. Pretty much next week, you should have this tutorial onboarded. All the best, Anish. Mustafa says, do you have a dedicated video where you explain all the certifications and how you can decide which certification to go for, why and how, what particular certificate can bring change in their career? Oh, that's a good suggestion too. I think I should take it up and talk about it, right? So let me just kind of pen down this thing because it would be really important for me to cater this need. I think it's something which has come for the first time, and people certainly. I understand the importance in your question that yeah, it should be something which is available for people to know what exactly does it really take to you know decide ourselves that what should be there. But I think I was more of like responding through these live sessions to everyone that what is your next guided certification which you can take up, and that was doing the job. But now I think I got a good suggestion which you can do there. I can create a tutorial for you or everyone else. So this is to explain the certifications. You should see that pretty soon next week. I cannot tell you a date, But yes, you should see that next week, anytime. Stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for that suggestion, Mustafa. These live sessions are not just to hear compliments and feedbacks and great news about your success. These live sessions are also to listen to your request, listen to your feedbacks, listen to your recommendation, suggestions in order to add more value for you, right? So everything is about you, so it should be as per you. Tran says, yeah, the exam provider told me more than 3 years, but I'm just 1.5. I don't think it should be different for different countries, but yeah, which board is this? Let me check that. Just let me know, which board are you talking about, Tran? And I would see if that really 3 years for different bodies. Is more about me collecting the knowledge from different boards and just want to make sure. Okay, who's next? Ankit. Ankit says, any tips and tricks how to clear exam in 1 week? Important thing to remember. Please always mention, quote the which exam are you talking about, because certainly I cannot give advices uh, in common for different ones, right? So just quote that. And there are no tips and tricks. Anyways, no matter what examination you're talking about, Ankit, there are no tips and tricks for preparation. Preparation should put your effort. There's no shortcut to it. Trust me, there's no shortcut to prepare for ISTQB certifications, be it foundation, be it advanced. You need to invest your time in order to understand the concepts, gain that confidence, which is more important to succeed in the examination. It's not kind of, Jira certification or Salesforce certification or kind of, the PMP certification, CSM certification, which has set of dumps. And if you just by heart all those things, you will clear the exam. This is more about making you a tester. Okay, making you a tester, ready tester who can start working on a project. So that deep diving is going to be there. You just can't find a way to quickly crack this. But yes, if you are asking me something that where should I concentrate on more, it's everything again. But yeah, there is something like test techniques which you should put more effort on to get hold of it, because not techniques are just straightforward. You need to solve, you need to apply and get the answers. So that would be one thing which will be critical. Rest all is equal. It's not that one topic is important, what topic is not important. Everything is important to pass the examination. It's just not like kind of blind suggestion. We have seen that in the exam fashion. The pattern of the examination does not see which topic, which section, which chapter. It just uses everything sometime, and it can join two things, two concepts together to come up with a conclusion to call it as a question. So never take a chance. Don't take a shortcut. The results will not be good. Universe says, oh, so you differentiate between tester and automation? No, I'm not trying to differentiate between the tester and automation. You asked me for, I think it was related to that, right? What do you think is the testing career in general? Yes, that's what the answer was. That don't be a manual tester. Try to switch into automation, because that is what the future of testing will be. In general, people will look forward to have more and more automation tester compared to manual. So testing is going to exist, is what I'm saying. How you can move in the career of testing is by getting automated. That is what I meant. Miriam says, just a suggestion from my side, that would be really helpful if you could specially create one video about the importance of testing, like you just did now. Sure, I can also create that one, because everyone keeps saying that testing can be done from anyone, which is not true. No, it's not true. I'm gonna come up with a lot of technical talks team, which is gonna uh, make people feel about that testing is not something easy, right? And I'm gonna create a separate series of tutorials on top of it to let people know that how complicated it is when you are a tester, the journey or life. Maybe I can write a book, right? Journey of a tester, what it takes to be called as a QA, and people can be really inspired. Maybe I can write my own journey. But problem is, who will buy me? Nobody will buy my book, because I've not done enough for my name to be so popular yet. so that people go and stand in the queue to get my book. Anyways, I'll take that one. I'll see what best I can do in form of video at least to let them know. And he says, "Oh, thanks a lot. Maximum respect. Hope I can repay you in the future. Always, I'll send you my bank account details and you can always do that for me." Okay, thank you so much, Anish, for those kind words. It makes a lot of difference and a lot of kind of, respect for me. That's more than enough. And I'm happy when you say that. That's enough for me. Tran says it's Vietnam. So fine, I'll check offline and see I can just publish something about it and cross check for my reference that if it is really 3 years, I got it. Okay. Universe says, okay, got it. Thanks. You're welcome. Should I have anything else, feel free to let me know. Mustafa says, one more thing. Do you have video where you have provided entire roadmap to all possible certifications for a QA other than ISTQB, like CAST, CST, CSTP, etc.? No, I think yes. I should create a video talking about the career path or certifications path for the QA other than ISTQB. Second thing is, if you're writing these certifications, they are no longer required as far as you are done ISTQB, because ISTQB is superpower compared to the certifications what you have written. But of course, yes, people can take up tool-based certifications. People can take up, uh, concept-based like Scrum, CSM certifications, not to become a Scrum Master, but to be Scrum certified, right? So yes, any tester can take up that. And pretty much similar thing is done in ISTQB too. That is, you have an agile tester extension which does the same job. So I don't tell you to take up a CSM certification. But yeah, I can talk about it and put it in a little more formal way, which makes sense to everyone. So yep, I can create that too. Let me also make a note of that because a lot of work, I may forget things. Okay, so what's next here? Universe says, oh, my request would be a full-fledged project. That would be helpful. What is that full-fledged project? Sorry, I didn't get it, Universe. If you can make it more clear that how are we relating the question that what is the future of testing in general to that of the project? Okay, I think I'm not getting that. Request would be a full-fledged project that would be helpful. Not sure. Right Path says, I love your teaching ways. Thank you so much for this because I'm an instructor by choice, not by mistake. So I love teaching people and I find my own significant ways, unique ways to explain things to the people. And that's why I think you'll like it. And thank you so much for sharing your valuable feedback. Certainly keeps me happy about what I'm doing and help come up with more new ideas, creative ways to help people learn the things. Right? Thank you so much, Right Pat, whatever your good name is. And he says, I'll buy the first edition of your book, just publish it. All right, so I got a buyer here inspiring me to start writing my first draft of the book. And yeah, sure. It's always good when you have achieved something and then you write your biography and put it to the people to get them, inspired, right? And I still feel that I'm a lot to do to gain that respect, gain that visibility, gain that, recognition in the market, in the world. Though Google still says me that I'm the best instructor on ISTQB, but not from the overall testing point of view, right? So I just want to gain some more recognition. I want to do something more about myself so that people can appreciate that and then I can inspire them. Right now, I'm still helping people to build up that foundation, right? I'm still, to a certain extent, some of the people have said me this, but I just don't want to take it and stop it right now. A lot of people have come back to me and said, "You are a great inspiration for many of us." And I felt happy about it. But sometimes, if you take it for granted, your progress stops, is what my belief. If you think you have some goals defined, if you think you really want to do something for yourself down the line, you have a long way target defined, then these compliments are only for your happiness, but not to let you know that, hey, you are done what you wanted to do and you can stop here. So, yes, I can be inspiration to many people. I can be motivating lots of people across the globe. I could be a best instructor right now, but I think I need to gain some more visibility before I talk about myself. I'm not a public figure right now. I'm not a celebrity right now that I can write something about myself. But yes, we can always write fictions, and I don't want to make it as a fiction. I want to say based on real events, right? So thank you for your suggestion and thank you for being my first buyer. Of course, I'll let you know whenever that happens. This channel is the portal where I publish anything about my progress and let all of you know about it so that you can be certainly following that. So thank you for your wonderful comment, and we will come pretty much soon about it as far as I do something for myself too. Universe says, no, I meant if you can make a video on how one can apply these theories using a real world project. It could be a manual testing project or perhaps an automation testing real world project. Oh, I get it, your point now. Thank you so much for taking a little effort to elaborate your question. If we are doing that right now in the boot camp, we're going to come up with those practical exposures to say, hey, this is what the overall planning process will be. The test cases are written. But yes, this could be another interesting thing which I can do standalone. That I pick up a certain application and right from the beginning, I start talking about how do you gather requirements, how do you create a test plan, how do you follow that test plan, how do you start analyzing the requirements, raising the bugs, talking about static testing. So we start relating those things, right? So I can do that subjected. The only criteria will be I may have to put a prerequisite there that people knows the fundamental of testing, because it's not more of like kind of a training, right? It's more of like a video driven instructions which I'll be giving, and people may have several questions and they may say, hey, he did tell a lot of things to us, but we did not understand the fundamentals because that could be a different video, right? So we have to tell them in the first video that, okay, you got kind of prerequisite, go through ISTQB Foundation playlist first, and then come to this project execution, right? So that would make sense. Thank you. Thank you for that suggestion too. I would come up with this chore, but let me just finish. Let me just finish my boot camp. At the end of it, I'll do this for sure. I'm again making a lot of recommendation today, a lot of suggestions today. Okay, sure. Thank you so much, Universe. And you were good at letting us know about your recommendations, and we accept it. All right, Mustafa says, looking forward to your great videos, especially for those who are new in this industry and need a roadmap for a bigger picture to plan their career ahead, rather than just going with the same work for years. Sure, that's really good. We are looking forward to do the same thing in our tutorial series now and then. The payload says, if new to the testing environment and have completed the ISTQB exam, do you think there are another certificates to be done, or is it enough to get a job as a tester? ISTQB would be enough to get a job as a tester. If you want, you can top it up. If in case you have some time, you can top it up with the Agile certification, because none of the industry today would say, I will hire you just because you know the testing fundamentals. I would also look forward if you know what is Agile. Do you know how to implement it? And if you have certification, I don't think organization has anything to ask you. Testing with the blend of the SDLC model, you are covered end to end, right? End to end. You know the SDLC process. In between that, there is testing process. So you are testing certified, you are process certified. That's what it makes you complete, and you don't need anything else in order to get into the industry. Welcome to work. The pillow says ISTQB Foundation. Yes, I could figure it out. That's fine. So yes, ISTQB Foundation plus the Agile certification would be more than enough for you to take it up. Mariam says, which bootcamp, please? Oh, that's a good question again. A lot of people are here on my channel and they don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, it always happens, right? So here is a software testing bootcamp where I'm helping people, the newcomers or people who are from non-IT domain who want to migrate, talking about very detailed things here. And I'm just dropping the link for you. Here you go. And to just let know, again, a lot of audience here doesn't know that I have other few channels too, called as Testing in Nutshell. Is my channel again, where I talk about everything else other than ISTQB certifications. I have one more channel called as Technical Vocabulary, and here I talk about glossary, the definition of technical words in just small videos like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and I tell you what is the definition, what's the meaning, what's the example of it. So very crisp concept, again, coming from different recommendations, right? So people come back and tell me that, hey, could you create quickly a playlist of all the definition, what we need to know? So I thought, yeah, sure, why not? We can do that. And that's where I created a separate channel so that people don't suddenly get confused, right? In YouTube, what happens is it's not Udemy that you create all the recordings, you publish at once, call it as a course. In YouTube, you publish your videos every day, right? If all of a sudden people see that, hey, for the last 1.5 year, this guy was talking about ISTQB, now he started talking about Jira, now he's talking about something else, that sometimes misguides people that has he stopped talking about ISTQB now? Or is he going to get diverted to something else? And that certainly creates confusion for the people. That's where I created separate channels for different subjects. I know you may have to visit multiple things, but of course, if you have multiple objectives, if you need ISTQB, you should be on TM Square. If you need anything about testing, you should be on Testing in Nutshell. If you need just the glossary right before an interview to quickly listen to all the definitions and prepare for it, you need technical vocabulary so that people don't get messed up with things. They find just similar content on a particular channel. That's the reason I just created it. And again, that's just 2 minutes video, hardly. So you don't have to invest a lot of time saying that, hey, that's also long. What's the difference between the video on the ISTQB and the definition? So it's going to be very, very short. So you can go and see there are a lot of videos already, which is having a very short description about each and every terminology. And I'm building it up. I'm building it up. You're going to have everything right there at one place. Okay, well, I think we're just kind of 7 minutes away from our live session. Should you have anything else, feel free to keep letting me know because we just don't want to miss out anything and respond to every one of you and help you get your responses right here. Do not forget to drop a thumbs up because we want YouTube to know that this is a volunteer activity, free service provided to everyone in order to answer the questions. Do let people know that if they are in testing and they're having queries to get resolved, this is the session where they can join and get their questions clarified, right? And anyone is welcome. Anyone is just supposed to come here, talk about it, get their questions resolved, and we are happy to respond to them. Okay, there's a pause here. Looking forward to more and more questions for today. Go ahead. If you got a question, do not hesitate. I'm here to respond to you, help you understand the concepts, and give you the best what you need. Okay, waiting for more questions to come up. And I think, yeah, I've got a lot of recommendations today, and I need to start thinking how to align them and make some good content for that too, and serve you back with the responses on it. It should be good if we can really make this a great, great, you know, portal for people to learn, people to get understanding of being a QA, and we just want to make sure that people just have that great response to the industry when they start getting hired. Hey, Kevin says, hey, meaning to come to this live chat, but it is early here in Chicago. Just wanted to know I passed the ISTQB Foundation level back in November, all thanks to your help. Tutorials were so easy to understand. Thank you for making it in early morning, first of all, Kevin. And pretty much it's been some time, but you did not forget me, right? Thank you so much for taking some time out today and letting us know about your results. And we really appreciate your presence here. And congratulations once again after kind of almost 6 months, but congratulations. We look forward to you again. And do let me know if there's anything which we can do for you. And all the very best for all your future endeavors. We are happy enough to serve you. And thank you for your detailed feedbacks. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Okay, guys, we are just 4 minutes away from our closure of the live session. Got anything else? Make it quick. Just drop it, and we will be ending up our show today. But before I end up the show, I want to take some more questions. If you got one, do not hesitate. I'm not here to sit idle when I'm in live session. You should make most out of this opportunity when we are connecting live and talking to you, listening to you, and responding to them immediately as we talk, right? So feel free to let us know your queries. Feel free to let me know your concerns, and I'm here to help you, assist you, give you that guidance, what you need, and of course, support you with all your queries. And we look forward to do this every Saturday, okay? This is not just one-time event. The only channel which has a live session every week is our channel in the world, okay? In the world. So feel free to be a part of this every Saturday. If in case not to ask questions, but just to attend, because you get to learn a lot of things when different people ask different questions every week to me. So I'm also building a lot of knowledge. I'm helping a lot of people, and you can too do that along with me. So make sure that if you have got some time, be a participant here every Saturday between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time, and I would be happy to see you once again, right? But yes, right now we still have a few more minutes to go from our live session, and looking forward to that last minute questions if there are any, and I would love to respond to that before I sign off for today. So go ahead, drop your question, and I would be looking forward to some of them. All right, we got Navamalika. Thank you so much for your efforts, sir. I am willing to take my foundation exam in June. Your videos helped me a lot. Thanks a lot again. It's all my pleasure. Thank you for letting us know. And do let me know as you are yet to write your examination and the feedback is coming before that. I'm really happy to see. But do you think there's anything I can do for you? Just feel free to let me know. And be here on this live session till you write your examinations, because we will be talking about a lot of things which can be really helpful for you. And if you have been through just through the ISTQB Foundation playlist, we do have a sample paper discussion playlist on my channel. I would recommend you to go through that too, which will build up a lot of tips and tricks, the way you tackle an examination question, how do you solve it well within the time, a lot of things you get there, right? So sample question playlist, you have 120 questions discussed in detail. I would suggest you that playlist also to go through, and that would be really great for you to start preparing for your examination. And all the very best in advance. Do let me know, is there anything I can do for you? Any more questions? Don't forget to drop a thumbs up, team, if you think you're happy enough with the service which we are providing, the way we are responding to your question, taking some effort out to help you all. just don't feel free to drop a thumbs up there on the video, and YouTube will take care of everything else to let people know that, hey, this is something happening newly in our platform where people are happy about it. Would you like to be a part of it? And that's how they do it. Mohammed says, we very much appreciate it, Neeraj. Looking forward to your next live session on Saturday. Thank you so much, Mohammed. It does keeps us inspired, and we look forward to it. Right? Thank you so much for your kind words. And that's where we hit the clock. And there's another one coming in from Belief Faith. He says, "Hi everyone, I'm late." Yes, you are, but never the late. As far as you could meet me and I could read your comment. It's not late, right? Next time, don't be that late where we just hear me saying the bye, right? So yes, that's where we hit the clock, team, and we are done with our live session, team, and we will be looking forward to another live session next Saturday. On the way, if you think there are any questions which you think you should look forward to my assistance to, feel free to offline reach out to LinkedIn. My LinkedIn profile is in the description. You can drop a comment on any of the videos which comes on my dashboard. I can respond to your comment. If not, wait for the live session next week and I'll be there to assist you again, right? So that's all from today's live session, team. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. Let me know if I can do anything for you. Your presence makes this live session perfect, right? It makes it successful. This live session is not something where I can do something all alone. So it is for you and with me. So of course, it certainly uh, your contribution counts there to make this session successful, right? So, anyways, closing notes. That's all from this particular tutorial, team. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. I'm always there to address your queries and answer them well. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, keep understanding the context. Thanks for being a part of this live session, team, and happy learning. See you soon. Take care. Till then, bye bye.